In any society, leadership is considered a service for the good of that clan, the group, or community. The ruler is chosen by virtue of the office in order to serve the nation. From a democratic viewpoint, Africa suffers from the weaknesses of poor leadership. Contemporary African leaders operate in a setup tinted with colonial legacies and influence. Leadership exhibits a threat such as neo-patrimonial, wherein we find presidentialism, clientelism, over-centralized power for the good of a few. When we talk of succession in Africa, cases come to mind such as the DR Congo, Chad, Gabon, Equatorial Guinea, Congo-Brazzaville, where either the father is succeeded by the son or is likely going to be succeeded by the latter. Togo, DR Congo, Gabon, Chad have all lived such a scenario. Congo-Brazzaville, Equatorial Guinea may be next in the line if every status quo remains unchanged. That wind has been blowing in Cameroon, getting stronger and more audible by the day. Should that come to a reality, then Cameroon will, maybe proudly, join the list of father-to-son transition countries, and thus will add to the current status and trends of family political dynasties in sub-Saharan Africa. We must admit that this phenomenon of father-son presidential transition is not typical to Africa. We can talk of family political dynasty in the United States with the Bush and the Adams families, the Gandhi family in India, cases in the Philippines and South Korea. The African phenomenon stands on its own when we look at succession by birth or by competition. In other parts of the world cited above, one can say that citizens were willing, through a contested process based on individual merit, to elect a family member of a former head of states. In such cases, there is a time lag between the two. The experience in sub-Saharan African countries has been an immediate succession by the son after his father, as it was in Gabon, where the Bongos have been ruling from 1967 to 2009 until present and still counting. Togo has seen the Nasimbe's family ruling from 1967 till present and still counting. President Joseph Kabila took over from his father in 2001 following the assassination of the latter. The Debis family has been in charge. In countries that have experienced a smooth transition, there is always the respect of the constitution. Here we can talk of Ghana, Zambia, Ethiopia, and next door Nigeria. Since a family political dynasty is not an African monopoly, the creation of birthright dynasty, as it is gradually on the rise in the continent, can only be countered with a clear constitutional process of succession. This will only succeed if these constitutions are respected. With a merit-based family political dynasty, guided by an open, transparent, and freely contested election, family members will be struggling to keep the memory of a past leader alive, a situation that seems to be different in sub-Saharan African countries.